As Friday draws to a close in Kyiv and in Moscow, here are the key developments of the day. Russian forces are trying to advance on 3 fronts in eastern Ukraine in an attempt to encircle the Ukrainian military in that region, according to the Pentagon. The U.S. believes Russian forces are trying to link up troops moving south from the town of Izium and troops moving north from the port city of Mariupol, potentially to trap Ukrainian forces who are farther east. The U.S. also believes the Russians are still trying to set the conditions for a larger offensive yet to come in this area. Pentagon spokesman John Kirby later confirmed that Ukrainian fighters were receiving training at roughly 3 locations outside of Ukraine, including Germany. The U.S. and allies continue to ramp up delivery of military equipment to Ukraine. More than a dozen flights carrying weapons from the U.S. are expected to land near Ukraine in the next 24 hours, according to the Pentagon, which said more than 20 planes from 7 other countries have landed in the region in the past day. The European Union may be preparing to phase in a full embargo on Russian oil. German officials opened the door to such a move, saying it would be manageable though damaging, with likely supply shortages and surging prices. Germany's energy minister said that his country's economy, Europe's largest, has been able to cut its dependence on Russian oil to 12% from about 35% of its supply since the war in Ukraine began. Peace talks between Russia and Ukraine show no indication of progress. Reuters reports that Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky expressed pessimism about the prospect of ceasefire negotiations, citing growing public outcry over allegations of atrocities committed by Russian troops. Russia's Interfax news agency quoted Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov offering no updates about further talks, following a new mediation offer by Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. Russian missiles strike Kyiv, as battle slows down in eastern Ukraine. Russia sharpens warnings as the U.S. and Europe send more weapons to Ukraine. Why Russia's rocket attack on Kyiv is seen as an insult to the UN. A family in Kharkiv has refused to leave, even as the Russians shell their city. Hear their story. How do wars affect the landscapes they're fought on? NPR's 1A digs into the war's impact on Ukraine's wildlife and natural environment. You can read more daily recaps here. For context and more in-depth stories, you can find NPR's full coverage here. Also, listen and subscribe to NPR's State of Ukraine podcast for updates throughout the day.